Guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Glamorous Beauty, and today I have something very special for you guys. I have the collection of the Natasha Denona. So we have the Natasha Denona foundation, face powder, and the tropical palette. So if you want to see my full thoughts and opinions and a full wear test on all of these products, please continue to watch, and if you enjoyed today's content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. So each time I upload, you guys will be notified, because there's kind of been a little glitch here and there in YouTube. So it's just nice to reassure you guys to please hit that notify bell. It's right down below. That way, we all are taking care of one another and know that we're going to get to watch the content that we want. All right, my beauty baes. So here we go. We are going to dive right into today's review and tutorial. Okay, beauty baes, so here we are. Per usual, beauty blender on this side, foundation brush on this, and the foundation that I am going to be testing out today, full wear test, the whole 9 yards, is going to be the Natasha Denona Foundation X. And do not quote me, but I want to say this is right around the $60 mark. I'll double check and leave it down below. I was just so excited about jumping into this review today that I did not even search things up to get precise prices. So, without me running my mouth anymore and all that jazz, I'm just going to give you guys some rundown on the products, and then we are going to jump in with the eyes first and then this face. Also, what we're going to be using today and trying out is the Natasha Denona Invisible HD Face Powder. All of her packaging is typical. It's just gorgeous. I love all of her packaging. And even though this is pretty simple, it's got like a gloss coating onto it. So it really gives it a little bit more of a luxury look versus just a plain clear container. And like I said before, because of all the excitement and wanting to get this review up for you guys, I unfortunately did not get my prices. So all of that will be down in the description. And finally, the baby of all babies, the thing that I have been wanting for so long, is the Natasha Denona Tropical Palette. And like I was telling you guys in the intro, this is my first ever time ever in my life using Natasha Denona products, for one, but two, her eyeshadow formula. Here on social media, Natasha Denona is just raved about. So I really want to give my full honest thoughts and opinions. As always, I will not be holding back. So let's get into it. And let's possibly get this palette open. Okay, there we go. And here we go, guys. Look at those shades. If that does not scream summer, I don't know what does. Those colors are so different, and just I fell in love with this palette when I seen it, and the shades is why I wanted it so badly. Hold on, guys. Besides the hype around the formula, obviously that's part of it. And then this mirror, I'm going to blind you guys, but I want to show you. Look at that mirror. It is just huge. I mean, it's just huge. There's nothing else I can say about it. This has 15 piece times 1.5 grams. So it has a shelf life of 24 months. So really good on the shelf life. And I'll talk a little bit more about these products in just a minute. Let me jump back to the foundation right now. This has 30 mLs, 1 ounce, your typical foundation amount. And it just says shake before use. That's all it says on the Kickback, full coverage, full complex. And then the powder has a 12-month shelf life. And I have the shade 01 Light Medium. I'm trying to find how much is in here. Okay, so made in Italy. So it doesn't have the actual amount on here. So we're not going to bother. And I just dropped it. Great. And in the foundation, I am in shade 25 Light Neutral. So, the containers did not break even though I dropped them. Let's get into today's video, guys. Alright. So, the first brush I am going to be using is not that one. Let me see. Where's all my brushes? Okay. So, the first brush I'm going to go in with is the Morphe M441. It's just a nice blending brush. And we are going to go into Fake Tan. Really cute names. I'm so excited. I don't even know what to do. Quite a bit of Kickback. If you guys can see there, not too bad, but it's definitely there. I've already primed the eyes with the Morphe concealer and I set it with the RCMA No Color powder. And we're going to go in. And we're just going to put that right into that crease and a tad bit above. I do have slightly hooded eyes, not too bad. But I definitely have hooded eyes. So, to give me more of a crease, I go a little bit above my natural crease. Now we're going to go in with just a hair bit more. Let me see if I can knock this off for you. I don't think that picked up. I was hoping that some of that excess when I tapped off the brush was going to pick up on video, but it did not. So, leave down in the comments if you guys have tried her shadows or her products. What did you think? I have combo skin, so I'm very extremely oily in the center and then really dry on the perimeter. And everyone has different skin types, so leave down in the comments so we can help each other. Oh, I love this. I don't need to love this. This has had a lot of controversy about this palette. So, we shall see. But, thus far, you guys can see for yourself. They're blending gorgeous. And as I have said in many of my videos before, I have very more mature eyelids. So a lot of products, when I go to blend, it drags that skin and catches. And with these, I'm not having that issue. So I really, really love that. And also, my beauty baes, let me know, what do you think about my lighting today? Jenny just changed her number, gave me a huge box light. Thank you, my darling. Love ya. And, yeah, I think I might have figured out this lighting situation. But I'm not on the other side. So, if you guys would please do so, leave down in the comments if you guys like the lighting today or not. Thank you. Alright, so I'm just having fun today. I'm just happy to be using these products. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4, so, you know, it's really rare that I get to play with luxury makeup of this status. So, it's a true honor today to be playing in her products. And this is all to Jenny Just Changed Her Number. We are kind of going to be going in partnership here on YouTube, so that way we can bring you guys more content, more frequently. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm really excited. I have met her in person just last Thursday, and she really is so big-hearted and just so caring and loving. And she sent me home with so many products. I'm speechless. So I'll never be able to repay my love and gratitude. But go check her out at Jenny Just Changed Her Number. All right, so the next shade I'm going to be going into is, let's see here, Vintage Taupe, which is this fine shade right here. We're going to be using that same M441 brush. Why not use the mirror that's on here, huh? And we're just going to deepen up that more peachy, lighter tone that I just applied for a transition. You guys, I hate to tell you this, but I really think I'm in love. I don't want to hear that. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but thus far, these really are nice. Just blending our life away. I'm gonna zoom in here and let you guys see. You can see how loose that skin is on that lid, but watch. It's just beautiful. Why, Natasha? Why? Why do you gotta be so good? All right. So now I'm going to switch up a little bit, and I'm going to grab my Morphe M521 while I drop everything to my name, because that's what I do. And we're going to start getting into something. Maybe let's do, I don't want to go into something dark. So I'm going to go into Peach Puff, which is this first shade here at the corner. I want to show you something real quick. Look at the pigment on that. That is dabbing my brush in there. And I'm just going to hug that into that crease. I'm not going to go up. I'm just going to stay with that socket of that crease. And just a tip, if you will place that brush right there to that outer V of your lid, and you will feel, and open your eye, you will feel where your natural exact crease is. Yeah, I just, these things are just blending. Alright, I want to show you this real quick. I know this is going to be a longer video, but I want to make sure that I get really in depth, show you guys everything I can, because there is a high price tag on her products, and especially her eyeshadow palettes. So I want to zoom in and show you guys that Kickback. So there is definitely kickback to these, but again, normally anything that has the pigment that you're looking for or that you desire will have kickback. It's not a bad thing. You can do your eyes first and then just sweep the kickback away when you go to do your face products. Or you can add you a little bit of powder up underneath the eye. And that too will allow you, once you get done, that fallout's going to fall onto the actual powder. And then you can take your fluffy brush and just sweep it away. So fallout is not a bad thing. It just shows that there is going to be pigmentation to that shadow. So I actually like to see some fallout in my shadows, because I know I will be receiving the pigment that is going to make a statement, that is going to last. So when I see fallout, it's not a disappointment to me at all. I don't know. I just want to play with every color in here. I just love it. All right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to dip into some of these. Let me give you a few swatches real quick. All right, here we go. So I am dipping into Mini Frost, Exotic, and Tiger Lily. Very smooth. Now, where all the controversy comes in is in her shimmers. So, let's clean those hands. And let's go into Lemoncillo and Gusty. I'm not pronouncing those names right, but it's okay. Let's get a little bit of Xena and a little bit of Laguna. There we go. And let's see what we're working with. That one right there is the Lemoncillo. I cannot say that. I'm so sorry. There we go with Gusty. Here we go with Xena. And the last one is going to be Laguna. So there we go. Natasha Denona, baby, right there. That's what you're looking at. And I really love that. And that's a lot of the shade that everybody was complaining about. So I think I'm going to play with that a little bit and see. And to know that we're working with something good, well, let me find it. I'm going to be using this little Cream Shadow by Bobbi Brown brush. And we are going to go with just a dry brush to start with, and then we'll work our way up from there to see if we can build and intensify the pigment with some setting spray. I am going to take Gusty first, and I am going to place that right there. So that's not giving me a lot of nothing, except some shimmer. Okay, so there we go. We're getting there. Okay, so I don't like Gusty. Okay, so I'm going to just quit that for a minute, and I'm going to go into Lemoncillo, and I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to get it wet because I don't want to dampen my brush. Oh yeah, I like this. Oh yes. Mama likes this shade. See how reflective that is? I don't know. Everybody was complaining, guys, but I really like this shade. So we'll see. It's very reflective, especially in the light, which is what most of us truly want. We want our look to be more subtle when we're, you know, up close and personal, but in the right light or in a distance, you see that pop, that glisten, that glow. And this shade screams at it. Alright, so there we go. That is a dry brush. Now we are going to go in with just a hair bit of setting spray. I'm going to be using the new Smashbox Photo Finish Serene Green Primer Water. The nozzle on here, the spray head, really sucks. So I'm going to take this and end up putting it into my MAC Fix Plus bottle because I don't like the sprayer on this at all. Alright, so I'm going to go back into Gusty to see if I can get some pigment. Yes, we got pigment. Just right there on that outer V. All right, now we're going to go into that Limoncillo. I cannot say that name, guys. So sorry. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me on not being able to pronounce some of these names. The paint on here is real sometimes. How to correctly say an eyeshadow's name can really humiliate someone. Okay, so for the under eye, I am just going to grab into some of this Xena, which is this nice pastel purple, just to see what we're working with and get some more colors incorporated in here. But up close, there we go, guys. Very subtle, very pretty, very blendable. Oh, you know what? Let's do my face, then my under. That might work. All right. So, onto the face. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and remove this tape. Because we no longer need this. Give it a good shake like she says to do. Grab the all-famous Beauty Blender. Get some on the back of my hand and get it on my sponge. And here we go. And just so you know, I have primed, so I used the new Tatcha primer, and I really am loving the Tatcha products a lot, especially their mask. They're just so good for the skin. You look absolutely just like a floating star when you remove that off. Alright, so I had to get another pump. And the kids are out swimming today, and I record in the little room right off from my pool. So if you hear them, that's what they're doing. Alright, so now I had to grab just a wee bit more. Pounce that in very good and make sure it's blended into that hairline. Don't want to waste any of this for sure. Okay, so here we are with the Beauty Blender. There we are with nothing. Look at that loss of pigment. So let's see what we get with a brush. Look at those eyes. Bam. So wet. It's so sultry. I love it. It's not too much. It's just enough. All right, we're going to go in with the Morphe G36. I really love this. Again, on the back of the hand. Going to just dive into that nice little formula. And pounce. We're not going to bounce. We're going to pounce. And as you can see, with the brush, it's already making really bad, like, splotchiness. It's not adhering to this area here. which could be from the bristles of the brush a lot of times, so you'll have brush strokes. And I never do circular motions with my brushes or my foundation application because I need all the pigment I can get from my foundation, and the best way to do that is in stippling motions. Alright, so we'll see if we can put just a little bit more here because this is not working. Again, I have to get a hair bit more. And go in. Beauty Baes, go in. We're going to go back over that little spot right there. I'm not a beauty fan, lover. Most of you guys know that. But so far with this foundation, that is what I'm leaning towards. Okay, so here we go. Brush. Still leaving that little stray there. Beauty blender. And I am going to add a little bit of concealer, set my face, and do the rest of my makeup and come back and do that lower lash line for you guys. And let's see. Let's see what it's about. Is it worth your hard-earned, high-end dollar sign? Baby, will you go out there and tell them to lower their voice just a hair for me? Just the high points of my face with some Morphe concealer in Oats. Okay, and bounce. Oh, I made a mistake. I always do my eyes last, and I just blended them first. That's okay though. And to be upfront and real with you guys, a lot of times these foundations will look a whole lot better on camera than they do in person. So I will give you the real tea on what it looks like up close and personal. So the shade, if you have warm yellow undertones, this is a beautiful match for you. Here we go in close. And we are going to set with the Natasha Denona powder. Yeah. I love the tone of this. It's just gorgeous. Oh, it feels like, it almost feels menthol-y up underneath the eye. If that even makes sense, that's what it feels like. Setting those smile lines. Now this foundation does set really fast, so you have to work with some speed and accuracy unless you're going to work by sections, which I would suggest because it has set very fast, no transfer at all. You can't see. I was going to show you my hand and then drew back because I have makeup all over them, so that's not a good accuracy test. I use my phone for a transfer test because everything will transfer to your phone screen if it's not transfer free. So that is how I test most of my makeup. Is how bad does it go off onto my phone. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty flawless and airbrushed here on camera. And I'm going to go finish the rest of the makeup, come back, do the under eye, and give you my final thoughts and opinions in a few hours after I wear and test this out. It is 90 degrees again here in Florida, so I am loving it to the end of the world because I love hot, hot summers. So, good test day for a wear test. I'll be back. Okay, Beauty Baes, so I'm back with some contour and blush and highlighting to the gods. Yes, Lord, I love it. Okay, so one quick note off subject totally. All these new highlighters is coming out and I've got some reviews coming for you guys. But I must say the Mary Lou Manizer is, I'm telling you now, it's going to be a die-hard forever to me. I just love that highlighter. It really brings that luminosity and that wetness to my skin that I so desire, especially with more mature skin. I hate just being a flat matte. A lot of people say to stay away from the shimmer and the shines, but if you have the correct shine, it really brings life back to that more mature, dried kind of skin like I have. So I really love a good blinding highlighter, and as you guys can see, it is on point. I really love this lemony ice color that's in this Natasha Denona palette that's really been kind of not so raved about, but I think it's just supposed to be a nice brightener, not so much pigment but more shine, and that's exactly what you get out of this. I have it up below the brow bone and on that inner part of the lid. I'm really in love with this tropical palette, guys. I hate to say that, and I know so many of you don't want to hear that, but honestly, if you're looking for a good eyeshadow and you have more mature skin, or just in general looking for a really good high-end palette, just save your money, guys. Just put a little, that's how I buy my products, is I just put so much money back per week until I get what I have saved up, and then I go buy what I really want. And that's what I would suggest to do with this palette, because it really is worth every dollar you're going to invest in it. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Xena, which is this nice pastel purple. And this is just a nice 315 small MUA crease brush. And as you guys can see, the pigment is there, even though it is a nice soft pastel color. And tap off that excess. And we're going to go in directly up underneath the lower lash line. And I'm not really worried about staying really up close to that lash line, because I like a more smoked out under eye. Mostly because if you have more mature under eyes, if you'll smoke that lower lash line out, it really does kind of conceal some of those fine lines, shall we say. And as you guys can see, it's just really giving a nice little small pop of color, but being pastel, that pigment is really picking up really nicely. I'm not going to do a whole lot today, like lashes, even though I would love to do a pair of lashes with this look, but I'm going to be outside by the pool with the kids, and also I really want the shadows to do. I don't like doing lashes and liner and all that on a first impression of an eyeshadow palette, because I want those shadows to be the center of attention. I want you guys to see if it separates, if it fades, if it leaves any type of patches. So I don't like to do any like full glam when I'm doing a review of a palette. So that is why we're not doing that today. Now I am trying to get on a schedule for you guys, so that way I've been playing with some cut creases and some really precise techniques. So those will be coming soon as I can get more on a schedule and get what Jenny just changed her number. So there we have it, guys. It's just a beautiful shadow. I love these. Look at that nice pastel shade. And for a pastel color to be beaming this good, you know it's top quality. So again, guys, this is the Natasha Denona Tropical Palette. And thus far, I'm in love. But we shall see how it wears throughout the day. Let me add a little pop of color to the inner corner. And then I'm going to go do my wear test and I'll be back. Let's see. Let's use this nice little mint frost since we haven't played in it. Ooh, baby glitter. Mama likes glitter. I don't know how good this is going to pick up on camera, but it is nice. It's like a turquoise glitter. Let me see if you got, look at that glitter, guys. Now, mint frost is just that. It is very glittery, but very, very pretty. So there you have it, guys. I shall be back to give you guys my final thoughts, prices, and if it's worth your investment on all of the Natasha Denona. I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, my Beauty Bay family, I am back and we are kind of getting late into the evening, so we have been on it for about 11 hours now. So I'm going to come in a little close and let you guys see. Now, this foundation really is settling into my smile lines and this little outer little fine line that I have going on right there. It does have gorgeous coverage. As you guys know, it's very hard for me to find a foundation that conceals that loss of pigment, but as you visibly see, this is doing a wonderful job. It did stay in place. It dries down immediately and it's just a gorgeous finish. It's very matte, not like a flat matte, just a real nice soft matte. So it's very transfer resistant, no doubt. It's very transfer resistant. I washed my hands while we were out. So anyways, let's move on to the eyes. It's just gorgeous. But this foundation into those smile lines, into that line right there. So I'm going to tell you right now, this foundation is $45. And if you have more dry or more mature skin, you guys really don't want to invest in this foundation. If you have more younger, less fine lines, oily, combo skin, it will be great for your skin. It is a beautiful foundation. It wears great. It sits on the face beautiful. As you guys can see, my skin looks airbrushed. But if I come in close, because of those fine lines, it really has settled into those lines. Now, the unfortunate part about this foundation, and I have it pulled up here on the phone, is there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shades. That's not a wide range at all, even though there is multiple undertones. So, I'll leave that for you to decide. It's a dream come true, long-lasting and full coverage, radiant foundation that doesn't look thick, dry, cakey on the skin. Due to its high levels of elasticity, this foundation doesn't settle into fine lines and gives the skin a natural, radiant, and flawless look. So picking this foundation apart, yes, it does have a flawless look. It doesn't look cakey on any of the areas. It does look flawless and airbrushed. Very full coverage. Big thumbs up on that. But on those areas where I do not have the fine lines, it is flawless. It is airbrushed. But I disagree on the part about settling into my lines, because it truly has. It has really just brought those lines forth and made them center of attention. So if I'm talking to you one-on-one up close, you're really going to be just zoomed in onto any of the fine lines that I have on my face. So there you go on my thoughts on that. Now, I'm going to move back to the face powder real quick. And let's see and break that apart. And this is the Invisible HD. I know you guys hear my little ones out there just running. Alright, it's not wanting to come up. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. And it's not coming up for some reason. I'm working with it. Hold on. Okay, Invisible HD face powder is $32, so not bad at all. And on her site, it's not giving me, let's see. HD formulas used in this powder help provide a flawless finish on HD cameras and in everyday life. Invisible HD face powder is a mattifying loose powder formula that feels light and weightless on the skin. Price is $32, and you do get, still is not telling me, you get a good amount, your typical powder size. Defines and sets foundation, leaves smooth and soft finish, available in 2 natural shades, suitable for all skin types, and fragrance free. Now, let me tell you about this powder. I'm obsessed. I'm in love with this powder. I really, up underneath the eyes, normally I really settle and crease, and as you guys can see, I look airbrushed under there. So, definitely, if you can get this powder, it's very reasonably priced. Go grab it ASAP, because it's the best powder I've used in a very long time. Now, the gem of the show that stole my heart, and I've worn these for 11 hours. And as you guys can see, I just used the Morphe Concealer as a primer on the eye today, and I'm head over heels in love with this. I will be using this all summer long. Let alone, let's talk about the packaging. But it is pricey, guys. It is $129. But like I had said earlier into the video, if you're really looking for something to steal your heart, that's going to wear on any type of skin, whether you have more mature skin, whether you have problematic skin, whether you just have the flawless skin that everybody dreams of, these shadows really are a blessing, is what I'm going to say. So just like I said, just a tip, if you see something you really want, guys, and your heart's really just, it's there, and you just want to grab it and just, forever have it. Just take so much, you know, weekly out of your paycheck or whatever kind of funding you get, and just save that up. And then once you have it, just go get it, guys. Just splurge on yourself a little bit. Love yourself, guys. That's what it's about. It's about loving others and loving yourself. And majority of all, loving yourself first so you can love others. Alright, Beauty Baes. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a long video, and I do apologize. Huge shout out to Jenny Just Changed Her Number for hooking me up with so much stuff and for loving me. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. Please go check out her channel. And as always, please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you thought on the lighting in today's video and these products. And share. Please share my videos. Please. And subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.